Hold on. Mark Harris has just made a statement. He said he's suffered strokes lately, and he now believes a new election should be called. Mark Harris, the Republican who won this election, has now said he thinks there should be a new hearing. Let's watch the hearing live.
Is the Robeson County Board of Elections absentee request log, return log.
So Mark Harris has said a new election should be called. Let's listen again.
Mr. Chairman, we're offering this to show the three entries on this absentee return log were brought in by Jennifer Boyd, who worked for McCrae Dallas, and we believe these are all absentee requests that were gathered and paid for by McCrae Dallas.
And they number this.
So Mark Harris, the Republican who won the election, even though the election has not been certified, is now saying a new election should be called. He refused to answer that question when we asked him that very specifically on Tuesday. But it's not up to Mark Harris. It is up to the Board of Elections down here.
Right,
those folks you're looking at right now, and they're going to be the ones who decide.
And if I could just say, Katie, those folks that we're looking at on the left-hand side of our screen that just cut away from the shot, but those 5 folks, 3 of them are Democrats, 2 of them are Republicans. There they are. And 4 of them have to vote together, a supermajority, in order for a new election to be called in North Carolina. So I would assume, based on the new information that we're getting here about what Mark Harris has had to say, there will be a vote at some point. Maybe Leanne has more information about that.
You know, we're waiting to get this new sound. Leanne, of all the times for us to take you out of this hearing to do a live shot, this had to be the worst.
It's fine. I had a producer here who told me that this was happening while you guys were talking. So this is obviously a huge development. I mean, that's an understatement. What this does, though, is even though the board has to still vote, there's 3 Republicans and 3 Democrats and 2 Republicans. 1 Republican is going to have to join with the Democrats to call for a new election. But Mark Harris just gave them an invitation to do that. I think that they had to make this decision. Mark Harris and his attorneys realized that the testimony of his son, John Harris, was extremely damning yesterday, and that when Mark Harris took the stand, it wasn't only his son's testimony that caused him problems, but there were some other signals that he was going to run into trouble, including there's evidence that was released late last night from the Harris. It was an email from Mark Harris. And then this morning, lawyers are saying, why did we just get this at 11 o'clock last night? Wasn't this supposed to be part of the evidence? And then there was a lot of other questioning going on about what Mark Harris knew, what sort of conversations he was having that he was not supposed to be having. And so today was a big day of legalese where Mark Harris was trying to walk this fine line. And I think that it just proved that he was no longer able to do so, and it sounds like he is going to give up. And it's also really important to say that he has an illness right now. He's not super healthy. He had to drive 3 hours to Charlotte last night to get some medicine and then drive 3 hours back this morning to Raleigh before his testimony started. So there's a lot going on here, and this decision, though, is still surprising.
No doubt about that.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me, or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.